As we talked about recently, surveys show many people got an early start on holiday shopping. Still, Deloitte says that more than a third of us here in DFW are planning to get it done between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Though, admittedly, I have been in that 3% that isn't planning to finish their gift buying until January. Not doing that again this year. Anyway, sales this holiday season are going to be crucial for many retailers who have struggled mightily during the pandemic. And beware, unless you have your own sleigh, you can expect some delivery delays this time. One expert expects Americans to receive as many as 3 billion packages during this holiday season. That's about 10 parcels per person. And he expects more than 7 million packages per day will be delayed. Maybe I should have started earlier like all of those others. All right, we are talking about the challenges and the opportunities of pandemic shopping and shipping in this week's episode of our Y'all-itics podcast. I have a link to that and to important shipping deadlines with today's article at Jason Wheeler TV. It's my early gift to you to keep you right on the money and hopefully right on time too.